guys, it's Justine, and today's video is going to be a review slash first impressions slash swatches of this Maybelline Lemonade Craze eyeshadow palette. My daughter is awake, she is playing, so you might hear her gibbering a little bit. I got this palette off Amazon. As of right now, I think it's only available online, but it'll be in stores soon. Here is what it looks like, and here are all the colors. So I actually first saw this palette on Maybelline's Twitter. I was scrolling through my feed, saw this palette, and immediately I was drawn to this yellow shade, which is called Lemonade Craze. I think that it is so beautiful, but I didn't consider buying the palette at that point. I was just like, that's a really pretty color. But then I started looking at all of the other colors and I was like, you know what? I don't have a lot of these colors in my eyeshadow collection, and they're all so beautiful and so vibrant. There's a couple of pinks here, a matte pink, a shimmery like burgundy pinky color, a coral color, and overall it's just really beautiful. And then it's less than $11, and I'll leave the link to it on Amazon. Like I said, I got it off Amazon down below, but it's less than $11 for this palette, so you cannot beat that price. I just did my makeup using these colors, and I mean, I really like it. Some of the colors are not super pigmented. For example, this coral color, I did have to spray with this to like really get the color to pick up, but overall I'm really impressed with that. But I'll get into my official review of it at the end of this video. Right now I'm just going to go through the colors and show you some swatches. Now, this is my first time using this palette. I just got this a couple days ago and I just did my eyeshadow with it today, but I haven't seen a lot of big beauty gurus talking about it, and I think that this is just such a pretty summer palette. So I really wanted to get this video up as soon as possible. So anyways, let's just get into the swatches. This first one is Sherbet, and it's a matte color. It's very like pale, almost ivory. This next one is called Citrus, and it's kind of a rose gold shimmer shade. And those are the first two big rectangles. The next column, the first color at the top, is Berry Ice, and it is a matte pink color. The next is Strawberry Lemonade, which is a shimmery pink color. It's very similar to Berry Ice, but it's a shimmery color. Next is Ice Pop, which is a burgundy, but it's kind of like a hot pinky color, hot pink mixed with burgundy. And then the next is Old Fashioned, which is like a nice matte brown. In the next column we have Sunnies, which is a very light toned, almost yellow color. The next one is Lemonade Craze, which is the color that I am most obsessed with. It is a bright yellow color, and I feel like this entire palette really revolves around this yellow color, given that the name of it is Lemonade Craze, and this is the Lemonade Craze palette. Next is Coral Punch, which is a beautiful coral color. Then we have Sugar Coated, which is a metallic, like burnt orange, a rusty color. It's really gorgeous. Next is Main Squeeze, which is a champagne color. This is gorgeous for a highlight. And the last color we have is Sweet Tea, which is like a cool toned light brown. So that is it for all of these swatches. I think this is going to be my go-to palette for this summer. I'm really loving it. It's a little out of my comfort zone. I was looking in the mirror just now. It's a little out of my comfort zone, but I'm really excited to start playing with this and creating some new looks with this. If you want to see any like get ready with me's using this palette and using some different looks, I did one look with it today, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But if you want to see more looks using this palette, just let me know in the comments below, and that is it. Now you can enjoy my little first impressions slash tutorial. Okay guys, so I'm editing the video right now, and something really big that I forgot to mention about the palette is that it's supposed to smell like lemons. Now, the scent of the palette isn't super strong, but you can smell like a teeny tiny bit of lemon scent, but you kind of have to like put the palette right up to your face and sniff it in order to smell it. It's not something super obvious like the peach palette or the chocolate palettes from Too Faced, but it does have a tiny bit of lemon scent. So I just wanted to add that really quick. Now on to the Get Ready With Me. Okay, so I have my entire face makeup already done. So I'm just going to go in with the palette, and I'm actually going to use this for my highlight today. And I usually do my highlight before, I'm like out of breath. I usually do my highlight before I do my eyeshadow, so I'm going to use this color in May's Main Squeeze, which is like a champagne-y color, and I'm going to use, I don't know, I think this is a it's a precision foundation brush from Luxie. Oh, and this is a really pretty shade. I'm just going to put it, oh, that is gorgeous. So I'm going to put it right there. Right here, I kind of do like a little bit of a moon shape when I do my highlight. Okay, I love that. And then I'm just going to take, this is a Firma 202 brush, and I'm going to take that same highlight, do it down the nose, and then on the very tip of the nose. Then just a tiny bit, I already put lipstick on, but I'm just going to put a tiny bit right there. And yeah, so now for eyeshadow, I'm gonna go over with Sherbet right here. And I'm just gonna put that all over my lid. This is a really nice color just for like blending, for evening out tone. It's a really nice just neutral color. Then I'm going to take Main Squeeze again and put it right under my brows. And I don't usually do like a super intense highlight under my brows, but I like to have a little bit of a highlight. All right, and then for my actual eyeshadow today, I think I want to do something, I really want to use these three colors, Ice Pop, Coral Punch, and Lemonade Craze. So I think I'm going to start with Sweet Tea and just put that in the crease so that I can start blending. These will be easier to blend together. So I'm taking Sweet Tea, which is this like a cool toned brown shade, and just put that in the crease. I'm just going to blend that out. This is actually like super easy to blend. I'm very impressed. Next I'm going to take Ice Pop and blend it right there in the crease with it. I'm just going to take a tiny, tiny bit because I don't want it to be too hard to blend, and so I'm just going to add a little bit of pigment. So I'm going to add a little more. Just again keep blending it into that crease. I'm going to add a little more. And there, that's exactly how I want it. So now I'm going to do this eye. There's not like any fallout whatsoever. I'm really impressed. I'm also doing like a little at a time. If I were packing on a bunch of eyeshadow at once, fallout would probably be a lot worse. And so far these also seem like really buildable. I'm going to take a little, a different brush. This fluffy, what is this? Luxie 249. And just kind of blend this a little better. Okay, now I'm going to take Coral Punch, which is like this orangey coral shade, and I'm going to pack it on this outer corner of my lid and just kind of start to blend it. This one doesn't have as much pigment as the Ice Pop color does. Just gonna kind of blend it out. Actually, what I think I'm gonna do, because it's a pretty color like this, but I really want it to be kind of more bright and vibrant, so I'm going to take this ColourPop Crystal Priming Spray and just spray my brush just to help There we go, that's a lot better. Just to help pack down more pigment because I really want it to be bright and out there. I'm gonna do the same thing for this eye. Get eyeshadow. I get eyeshadow on the brush first and then I spray it. And I'm just really making sure to blend it into the like burgundy, which color? Ice Pop shade. I'm gonna take a new brush and I'm going to go in with Lemonade Craze, which is the color that pops out the most in this palette. And I'm going to put that on like the middle and inner corners and blend it into, oh my gosh. You guys see that pigment? Holy cow. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna need to spray the brush for this one because the pigment on this one is amazing. And I'm just gonna blend that into the coral color. I'm not sure how I feel with yellow eyeshadow on my eyes. I've never used yellow eyeshadow before, so this is definitely new for me. And I don't know how I feel about it. I think it looks a little funny. I don't use a lot of colors on my eyes to begin with anyways, so this palette is definitely something a little more out there and out of my comfort zone with me, which is exactly why I wanted it, so that I could try some new things. Okay, so the yellow is a little harder to build. I'm gonna just pick up a little more coral with the same brush and just kind of blend it right here in the middle. And then I think I'm gonna go back in with that red Ice Pop shade. Just add a little more up here. And then I'm going to take a little brush and go back in with that red Ice Pop shade and do it on my under eye. About halfway. Oh, and this is the Echo Tools smudge brush. And then I'm going to take Coral Punch again and do the other half. Just blend those two colors together. This looks very clowny, very not my usual makeup. Now what I think I'm gonna do is take this citrus color, which is this shiny color, and I'm gonna put some of that on my inner corners for a little inner corner highlight. We're just gonna use this little angled brush. I'm gonna get some, ooh, this is really creamy. It's not a cream eyeshadow at all, but it picks up like a cream eyeshadow. I'm guessing because of the chunky glitter. So I'm gonna spray that with the spray again and just put it in our corners, kind of go down around a little bit. Yeah, the glitter on this one is pretty chunky, but it's not too hard to work with, especially since I sprayed it. It makes it a lot easier. Alright, and so that is it for the eyeshadow. This is something really out of my comfort zone, and so I'm just going to blend this a little more. So I'm not entirely sure how I feel about wearing these bright colors out. I think normal day-to-day wear I would definitely probably use like one pop of color with the more neutral tones. I think today I might actually put on some eyeliner with it though. So this is the Ico London Liquid Eyeliner in black. I'm just gonna do a little winged line just to maybe make this look not so crazy. And of course the wings aren't even. also going to put on some mascara and false eyelashes just to, again, tone it down a bit, and also maybe it'll make it less obvious that my wings aren't even. So this is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I'm just putting on a little bit so that when I put on false eyelashes, this will blend in more. Oh, see, even just with like mascara and eyeliner on, I feel like it already looks a lot more like I'm more comfortable with it. I also have like a lot of bright colored dresses for summer, and so this will be a really great palette for pairing those up. So I'm going to just put on some Ardell Demi lashes. These are the 120 Demis. I need a tweezers, and then I'm using the Tarte Lash Glue. See there, that is the beauty of false eyelashes, is they can cover up any makeup look that you're not wildly comfortable with, or they can cover up makeup mistakes, like my winged eyeliner that wasn't perfect. But you gotta know how to put on fake eyelashes, and some days my fake eyelashes do not go on the way that I want them to. Ooh, and that highlight. I'm looking in my mirror right now, I'm like obsessed with this highlight. And again, that was the color in Main Squeeze. The other shimmery color, what is it? Citrus would also be a really pretty highlight. All right. Okay, guys, so here is my final look using the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a really quick like recap of my first impressions. I really love this palette so far. I'm really surprised that there's literally no fallout whatsoever, because usually when I use colorful eyeshadows, even like high-end colorful eyeshadows, I always get a ton of fallout down here, but there's none whatsoever. Some of the colors are kind of hit or miss as far as pigment goes. Like I said, the Coral Punch, it's a pretty color, but the pigment isn't as like bright and out there as the Ice Pop or the Lemonade Craze are. But with a little setting spray, it works just fine. And then the shimmery shades, Citrus and Main Squeeze, are amazing. They look so good. Again, not a ton of fallout. They're really pretty as highlight colors. And yeah, so that is my final verdict for this Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette. I think this is a perfect palette for summer, and that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, guys.